Hello guys, this is Vysh. So a special session is going to happen on September 18th till 22 for 5 day session, and because of that many speculations were there that many surprise elements are going to be there, but now finally they have published the agenda of like what is going to be discussed there, but still the Congress party doesn't believe it and they feel some surprise will be there. Okay, so regarding to your exam, you have to know what is a session of the parliament, who can summon it, who can or what is the rules in the constitution, who can do this, and is there anything called special session mentioned in our constitution or not. This can be a prelims question which will come in the next year. So I will teach you all that static part and also the current affair. So watch all the episodes because we are doing a lot of effort, and I expect you now like you start liking and commenting. Okay, every video I want a like and comment, because if you have seen at least one episode of what I am doing, you will know that the quality will be anyway guaranteed. So when you come to a particular YouTube video, immediately if I am doing and if you like it, just put a like in the opening thing itself and then put a comment also like I am present. Okay, and it can be anything. I can do this live also, but in live you will simply get distracted with each other's comments. Okay, that is why just put a comment there and show me that you are present. Okay, because that gives us a motivation to do more and more things. So now, as I told, August 31, the Union Minister of Parliamentary Affairs told that a special session will be held on September 18, 22. So this is the time when people started speculating a lot of things. Okay, the constitution actually does not mention anything called special session. Okay, in fact, the regular sessions also, it is not directly mentioned. So all those things we'll teach you. So now a government, in cases of certain occasions like a parliamentary something, you have to like commemorate or some national milestones we achieved. Okay, like any like 75th year of Quit India movement, something big you have to like address everybody, then a special session will happen. Sometimes a joint session also will happen where everybody will sit together in a big hall. So that kind of things happen in India. Okay, so now when this latest announcement came, many speculations came that it can be like uniform civil code, you will push it and try to pass it quickly, or you will do the name change from India to Bharat. We have already discussed these things in different videos. Then one nation, one election. For all these three, separate videos are there. Not the editorial one, separate other videos are there. So you can go and watch this. Okay. But now they have changed that, and also always when you have a special session, few days before that you have to ideally inform this is the agenda for the session, because many people, multi-party people have to come and sit there, and so you should at least tell them what is the agenda. Okay, so they can also prepare anything for discussion and what is required. So now before going to that agenda, we will go to the static part of it. Okay, when does actually parliament meet? Okay, you know the parliament mean Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, or maybe joint. When do they meet? So there is no fixed calendar of sittings. Okay, it's not there in the constitution, it's not there in the rules, nowhere it is there a fixed calendar. Okay, 1955 a committee, a Lok Sabha committee had proposed one timetable, okay, which they did not accept. The timetable was budget session February 1 to May 7, then monsoon session July 15 to September 15, then winter session from November 5, that is the 4th day after Diwali, whichever is later, and then finish it on December 22. This was like a fixed thing. Name is very easy, BMW, budget, monsoon, winter, BMW. But the dates, this is what they suggested, but it was not fixed. Now randomly it happens around the same time, but this fixed timing is not there. It can maybe start at February 1 because of the budget, but after that it need not be till May 7. It can be 5 days before or 1 month before. It all depends on the that time's government's discretion. Okay. So while the government agreed to this calendar, it never got implemented, okay, in practice. So now who decides actually? Who decides this thing? The government, the central government determines the date and duration of parliamentary session. That is specifically the Cabinet Committee on Parliamentary Affairs, which is like many ministries are participating in it. The Cabinet Committee on Parliamentary Affairs, it has 10 ministers, the Defense, Home, Finance, Agriculture, Tribal, Information Broadcasting, Parliamentary Affairs, everybody are there. And also the Law Minister and Ministerial States of External Affairs, they are special invitees also, so they are also there. So they all decide, then the president is informed. Okay, the president is informed because only the president can summon the members of the parliament to meet as per the constitution. Okay, there is article 85 which is clearly written, the president shall from time to time summon each house of parliament to meet at such time and place, okay, including place, as he thinks fit. But 6 months shall not intervene between the last sitting in one session and the date appointment for the next sitting, first sitting. Meaning the gap between two sessions should not be more than 6 months. If you meet in January, definitely by June or July, that 6th month you should meet. Okay, that is what in Manipur and all is happening now. Manipur, like they are fighting, so they will meet, then they'll come 6 months they won't meet. After that they'll come just for the sake of following the rules. Then again first day itself they'll fight and then again dispersed. Okay, they're not conducting the sessions, but 6 months they are just forced to come to the session. Okay, So the president may from time to time prorogue the house also, dissolve the house also. These terms and all, if you don't know, read the Lakshmikant textbook. Okay, you will clearly know the correct meaning of what are these things. Okay, so here we are concerned about summoning the house. So now what does the constitution say? Already article 85 I showed you, and then 6 months should not elapse between the two sessions. And this is actually taken from our colonial legacy, meaning Britishers had this system. Okay, they put it in the Government of India Act 1935 also, which they drafted. So it allowed the British Governor General to call a session of the central legislature to their discretion, but with a gap of 12 months. There is like at least once you should have a session. That was what is written in the Government of India Act 1935. But Ambedkar did not like it. He told that is 1 year because you just have to collect taxes and you are just making the government responsible to the assembly, that people, that legislature. So you meet once in a year, but we need more meetings. Okay, so we have reduced that gap to 6 months. At least 6 months you should, at least twice in a year you should meet. Okay, but you can conduct like 4 months, 5 months, meaning 4 times, 5 times you can do. Every 2 months you can do, every 3 months you can do. But minimum at least 2 times you should meet. That is the Ambedkar's drafting of the constitution. So now, how did we arrive at this consensus? You know, many debates happened in the Constituent Assembly. So they discussed, and then they wanted the Parliament to meet throughout the year with breaks in between, like that 1955 Lok Sabha committee. That was one of the suggestion. Then Parliament to sit for longer duration, like British and American people and all, they sit for 100 days at least. Out of 365 days, 100 days at least they have sessions. Okay, so like that you should sit longer. This is another suggestion. Then they told the presiding officers, the speaker and the chairman and all of Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, they should be empowered to convene the parliament under certain circumstances. Okay, not like the president convening. These people should have the power. So like this, multiple suggestions came. Okay, Ambedkar did not accept any of these suggestions. Okay, so he told already in this clause which I told 6 months you have to conduct, already it doesn't prevent you from conducting more sessions. You can do 3 sessions, you can do 4 sessions, you can do longer duration. It's all applicable. I just told in 6 months you should do the session. So already these things which you are telling, it's already there. Okay, so you don't need to add more and more things and complicate it, because if you complicate, they're telling the legislature people, the ministers and everyone will be tired of continuous sessions and they will not be able to do proper work which they have to do. Okay, they will be fully engaged in sessions only if you tell 100 days meet and all. So that is why Ambedkar just told that what is written in the article 85. Now how often does actually these people meet now, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha? Before independence, it is like 60 days in a year they used to meet, the assembly. After independence, immediately for the first 20 years up till 1967, 120 days in a year, meaning lot of meeting they used to have, because that time many things has to be decided. Okay, now the sitting days of the national legislature have declined continuously. Between 2002 and 2021, Lok Sabha averaged 67 working days only. Okay, meaning that much low in a year, the number of days. It's like pre-independence how it was, that stage we have reached. Now situation in state legislature is even worse, as I told. They come, one day they go and then they go back. They don't even discuss anything. No bills are properly passed. They mostly take the central law and apply it. Okay, and in 2022, 28 state assemblies met for only 21 days on an average. In 365 days, you voted these people for 5 years, 21 days they came together and sat in session. Remaining time they are roaming around, they are doing whatever they like. Okay. 2023, Parliament has met for only 42 days. So that is also very, very less. It's already now September and you have met only 42 days, or you have been in session 42 days. That's a very, very disappointing thing. Now special session there will be 5 days. After that winter session there will be maybe again 20 days or something. So overall again it is 60 days or 70 days only you are meeting in a year. So it's very, very pathetic, the center and the state they are doing now. So the conference of presiding officers, there is a conference like that. They have recommended that at least 100 days the Parliament should meet. Also, we have this National Commission to review the working of the Constitution. That committee also in 2009 it was set up. They made a similar recommendation that at least 100 days you should do. It's not like the 60 days, 70 days. That is not what we voted you for. Okay. Now, individual MPs have introduced many private bills also. Okay. Whenever private bill means it's not a minister. Okay. Such people are introducing bills telling you should increase the sitting time. Okay. Example, they are telling Rajya Sabha MP Naresh Gujral in 2017 told at least 4 sessions should be there. On top of that, 15 days special session should be there. So this much meeting definitely you should do for debating the matters of public importance. Okay, so if that Lok Sabha's old thing was implemented, that BMW which I told that thing, Parliament would be in session for at least 8 months in a year, and that would have been good. Okay, but they are not taking it seriously. Okay. The US government, the Canada, Germany, UK, all these people have sessions throughout the year, and they, in the starting of the year itself, they decide this much days we will meet. Okay, so they have excellent plans like that. So India should try to adapt from there. Okay. Now what is a special session of Parliament? As I told, there is no special session mentioned anywhere in your constitution. The government has convened for special occasions, I told you already, and the presiding officers will chair it, the speaker, and they can direct the proceedings. And another thing, this question hour, which we usually have, that 1 hour you will question each other and all, that won't be there in special session. Special session is for a special purpose, not for you to debate and fight on other old issues. In Article 352, which is our national emergency, war, external aggression, internal rebellion, something happens, we'll have a national emergency. That time, there is a provision of special sitting mentioned in our constitution. So if UPSC asks like, is special sitting mentioned? It is there. If UPSC asks special session mentioned, it is not there. Because this is a different thing. This special sitting is just for this emergency, meaning you declared, like suppose Indira Gandhi declared national emergency. Now we have to counter it. Okay. So through 44th Amendment, after the emergency time actually, 1978, they introduced something like this, so that always Prime Minister won't decide whatever they like. So there is a amendment added that you can have a special sitting to dissolve that, meaning the proclamation of emergency is issued and Parliament is that time not in session. Okay, it's not even session, we are not even in the Parliament, and suddenly the Prime Minister declared it. So what will you people do? So 1/10 of the Lok Sabha MP can go and ask the President to have a special meeting to disapprove the emergency. So that special meeting is mentioned in your constitution, but not in the original constitution after amendment in 44th Amendment Act in 1978. So you know the story now, you know the fact now, you know the current affairs now, everything you know. Okay, so 352 mentions this one. 1/10 of the total number of members, intention to move a resolution for disapproving. If the House is in session, already session is going on, BMW, any of the session is going on, give that thing to Speaker. Okay. That we need a special session, or we go to the President, because House is not in session. So 1/10 of these people will go to tell like, we don't want this emergency. Understood? This is the Article 352. So Article 85, Article 352, and then special sitting and special session, BMW, Lok Sabha, this thing, almost everything what you need, I have taught you. Now the latest current affair, what is the agenda? Government finally 2 days back released the agenda that this is what we are doing. Don't do any speculations like there is going to be India, Bharat and these things and all. We have definite plans. Okay, so they told parliamentary's journey, 75 years of our parliament, so that we will discuss our memories and this thing. That is why special session, because I told them whenever something happens, a special 100 years, 75 years, you will have a session. Then we had that bill, appointment of Chief Election Commissioner, meaning now onwards the Chief Justice of India won't be there. Another one special committee is there. This I already taught you. That bill we have to pass. Okay, it's already introduced in Rajya Sabha in monsoon session. We want to pass that bill. Then the proceedings of the Parliament moving from old building to new building. The new building, you know, right, the big structure you have made, but still now officially you have not moved there. So that movement related we will discuss. Then Advocates Amendment Bill 2023 and Press and Registration of Periodic Bill 2023. This also we have to pass. Then Post Office Bill, which in detail today in Hindu I have discussed. Okay, that's the most detailed video right from Chandragupta Maurya time we have postal system till now 2023. Everything timeline based, 4-5 slides I have put details to you. Please watch that episode. So all these bills we want to pass, and that is why the special session. And some more things may be added as per need. But Congress don't believe it. Congress told that for this silly bills, why can't you wait till November, December when anyway there is a this winter session. We are sure that you have something else, legislative grenades up your sleeves, something shocking you will surely do. So don't tell these drama. Okay, already Sonia Gandhi asked you, tell us the agenda, and you gave the agenda. That is fine. But this agenda we don't believe. Okay, because all the things which you told now was something which in November anyway session is there, you could have told it. Okay, so that politics is going on. They have tweeted it. Okay, now it's not Twitter, it is X. Okay, the name of the Twitter is changed to X. So in X, they have posted all these things. Jairam Ramesh, Congress leader, has posted all this. Now you can tell in comment section, do you believe that only what is told there that will be done, or something shocking or surprising will be announced? You can tell in comment section, okay, because your participation gives us more ideas to tell you more things in the next video. Okay, so tell me this and watch all my editorials. Thank you and have a nice day.